It's time to get up with a thunderstorm. SGA goes off on the Suns, and then Devin Booker goes off on the officials. Plus, draft day is finally here. Number one seems set in stone, but will we see chaos after that? We've got every angle covered. And it wouldn't be draft day without drama in Dallas. Is Jerry making a big mistake when it comes to his star wide receiver? Find out over the next 2 hours, as all eyes will be on Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania tonight. Look at that beautiful skyline. More than 100,000 people expected to show up tonight as NFL dreams become reality for 32 young men. Good Thursday morning. We've been waiting for this one for a long time. Greeny's getting ready for tonight's draft. Kevin Nagani here with you with our crew in New York. The Hall of Famer, Michael Wilbon, is here along with our insider, Dan Graziano. I got my quarterback here, Jordan Rogers, ready to go. Dan Orlovsky's in Pittsburgh this morning. Football in a moment, but first, the performance of the night, and that is Suns Thunder Game 2, and really it's about this young man, SGA. OKC coming off a 35-point win in Game 1, second largest in a playoff opener by a defending champion. Let's continue to watch Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continue to put up the work. He was fantastic, driving, step back, money. Thunder up by 1 after 1 quarter. Second quarter, they start to pull away. Dylan Brooks, thanks for playing. After the jumper, SGA points at Brooks. Yeah, this guy's on me, 37 points for SGA. And then Jaylen Williams, they have so many options, young options. Chet Holmgren, boom. Thunder up by 11, and here comes the separation. Find the big man, the easy flush. He had 11 points and 3 blocks. Holmgren in the third, finished with 19. Something to watch. Jaylen Williams pushing, He would head to the locker room with an aggravated left hamstring. He has not been healthy all season long. He would not return. Under 4 minutes in the third. Thunder up by a dozen. SGA burying the three. OKC up by 15. All right, here's the drama. The other Jaylen Williams on the floor. Devin Booker gets the ball, and a foul called on the play. Fouls on Williams, but after the play, Book gets called for a tech. He can't believe it. You see the officials talking. Booker throws the ball backwards to keep the ball in play. And then you'll see Alex Caruso looking for a technical foul on Booker immediately afterwards. The Thunder would run away with it, winning by 13. They go to Phoenix up 2-0. But really the storyline is what exactly happened with that technical, and then Devin Booker went off.
For my 11 years, I haven't called a ref out by name, but James was terrible tonight, through and through. It's bad for the sport, bad for the integrity of the sport. You know, people are going to start viewing this as a WWE, you know, if they're not held responsible. It just feels disrespectful. You know I haven't won a championship in this league, but I have been in it for 11 years now. So to get to this point, to be treated like that, for me to even be saying something out loud, it's bad.
Oh, he knows what he's doing here with Michael Wilbon. He's talking about James Williams, the official there in that conversation. Michael, first off, you don't hear stuff like that from D-Book ever in his career.
No.
What's going to be the ramifications of the comments, and how should the league handle it?
The ramifications are going to be write a check, a sizable one.
Yeah.
That's a direct hit. You don't hear calling out a referee by name. Yes, he did it intentionally. We're used to coaches doing this on off games historically, right? I mean, for decades, you'd have Phil Jackson and Pat Riley going at it, and Greg Popovich and Chuck Daly, and you'd have, you know, all these coaches doing this intentionally. They take their fine. Who knows whether the team would pay it or not? But to have, first of all, it's a bad call. He's throwing the ball back in to save it so that it goes off an opposing player out of bounds. It's a bad call. He wasn't tossing a ball at him. But I don't know that the league is going to take that into account necessarily, because Devin's going to get hit.
They all know the rules. I mean, you're going to have to deal with it. You can't specifically call out a referee in a news conference post-game. The emotional experience with Devin Booker is always flatline. So when he calls somebody out, all the attention and the conversation specifically is not about the Thunder. We will get to that right now with Jaylen Williams going down. And again, I mentioned it before. He hasn't been healthy for most of the season.
Only played 30-some games in the regular season.
Yes, 23 minutes last night. Concern with this hamstring here lingering for a deep playoff run.
Absolutely. We're talking about a guy who's an all-league level player. And even though they were just fine in the regular season, largely without him. I mean, he missed, 50 games essentially. You heard SGA refer to it, and he said, down the line, to do this, we're going to need him. And they will need him. But, hamstrings, we could be talking weeks. So what happens? This series, the Suns are not going to be able to do much. But in the next series coming up, I don't know. They're going to he could rest. They're going to get the Lakers.
Yep.
It looks like. But at some point when you get to that next round against Denver, against San Antonio, against one of those teams, they're going to need Jaylen Williams.
Or even Minnesota.
Or
we'll
even,
see how that plays
let me
out,
not
right?
discount Minnesota.
Understood. Yes. And we're going to continue that conversation on the NBA playoffs later on this hour. Let's right now go to the NFL.
SGA, he's been having his way on the court like he's at Burger King, y'all. Okay, no one can stop him. Early first quarter, SGA drives inside, falls right here, and as he braces, look at how his left hand bends backwards. That does not look good. SGA in a good amount of pain as he gets up. He can get evaluated on the bench, but he would stay in this matchup. SGA would then get hot after starting the game 0 for 3. SGA would close the first quarter, shooting 5 of 6 from the field with 11 points closing out the quarter. Thunder would be up by 1 just after that first quarter. This is where things get interesting. Second quarter now, SGA makes the pull-up over Dylan Brooks. Having some fun with it. SGA points at Brooks afterwards, just taunting him a little bit. He's like, come on now, you know who I am. SGA having some fun with his Team Canada teammate right there. Thunder up 8 at the break, early third. Chet Holmgren gets Brooks to fly by before making the 3. Dylan Brooks can't catch a break in this one. Thunder up by 11. Isaiah Hartenstein lobs it to Holmgren for a huge flush right there. Holmgren with 11 points and 3 blocks in the third. Later on in the third, Jaylen Williams pushing on the break. Can't get it to go, then reaches for his left hamstring. Williams would head to the locker room, not return. Mark Dagnall called it an aggravated left hamstring that would be reevaluated in the next couple of days. Reminder, he missed 30 games with a right hamstring injury this season. SGA doing what he does. Knocks down the baseline jumper right there. Then later on in the quarter, finds his spot. The midi, it's good. Thunder up by 17. 2 minutes left. Thunder up by 12. SGA gets a switch off Booker. Booker gets stuck in between. SGA then hits Lou Dort, who does this. Catch and shoot 3. Thunder, they win it 120-107. But the health of J-Dub is on the front of the mind of SGA. Well, you can add the Suns to the list of teams that have complained about the officiating after a loss to OKC. Devin Booker didn't hold back at the podium, calling last night's officiating, quote, bad for the integrity of the sport. Booker was especially annoyed by the tech called against him in the third quarter after he hit Jaylen Williams with the ball. Take a listen to what he had to say.
My 11 years, I haven't called a ref out by name, but James was terrible tonight, through and through. It's bad for the sport, bad for the integrity of the sport. People are going to start viewing this as a WWE, if they're not held responsible. I know I haven't won a championship in this league, but I have been in it for 11 years now. So to get to this point, to be treated like that, for me to even be saying something out loud, it's bad.
Those are some really strong words. Bad for the integrity of the sport. You never hear Devin Booker talking about the officiating after a win or a loss.
You are correct in that, but Phoenix has to do something. They lost the 2 games in this series by 35 and 13.